Franklin. I'm glad you're here.
I don't like the sound of that. What is it?
Discoloration of the face. Laceration on the left temple. He was hit in the head. Hard. There's a can of soup in his hands, unopened.
Some sort of late night snack?
Based on the rigor mortis, I'd say it was placed post-mortem.
A message for us.
No. It can't be.
What is it?
Notes of oyster. Bell pepper. Specifically yellow. Stale croissants. Iberico ham.
Detective?
It means he's back. The soup goblin has returned.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that the soup goblin, the same sadistic chef that served a sinister soup to 12 unsuspecting civilians, has somehow resurfaced?
Not exactly. The soup goblin is dead. I saw to that myself.
Well, you better get on this, and fast. You know, I've been getting calls up my ass all morning about this, detective. I even calculated it with my trusty pocket calculator. How often I'm getting calls? Do you know what it is?
How often?
7 minutes. Do you know how long it's been since my last call? 6 minutes and 58 seconds. This is unacceptable, detective. Unacceptable. The public won't stand for a massacre. Not like last time. I'm assigning a partner to you for this case.
All due respect, sir. I took down the soup goblin without a partner. I sure as hell don't need one now.
And with all due respect to you, detective, you don't exactly inspire a lot of confidence in the department right now. Need I remind you how your last case went?
As I recall, I tracked down the suspect in 24 hours.
And remind me, detective, what happened then?
Well,
Yes, it is I, Tiger Woods, acclaimed golfer of the PGA. It is I who is the putt-putt killer.
Ah! Please don't kill me, please!
It is too late for you, my dear. My putter always finds the green, and the river shall run red with your blood.
looks like I brought a driver to the green. And our killer's handicap is now 6 feet under. I did what I had to do.
You rammed Tiger Woods with a fucking golf cart while he was out on the 9 holes. His body collided with a school bus full of the elementary kids.
How was I supposed to know the school bus was gonna be there? Plus, that was forever ago. You're beating a dead horse.
And you're beating my dick. Do you know how long it took to cover up the massive shitstorm that you brewed up? You drove through a country club. You killed a bellhop. We had to make that one look like an accident. You and me, we could have done things by the book. But you!
Look, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. He's sorry. I'm sorry. I have hemorrhoids the size of Texas caused by an ulcer from babysitting your fucking ass. The only reason, and I mean only reason, you're sitting here right now is because you know more about the soup goblin than any person alive. And as much as it might pain my Texas-sized hemorrhoids, I need you more than ever to catch this twisted fuck. But know this. You are on a short leash, detective. One step out of line and I will can your ass like my toilet after Taco Bell. You push me and I sure as shit will pull. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now Detective Turncloak's waiting for you outside. You want to debrief him as soon as you can.
Wait. I'm sorry. Turncloak? Mole Turncloak?
Detective Turncloak is one of our most decorated undercover agents. Did you know? He speaks over a dozen accents.
Do you mean languages?
I meant what I said.
Sir, respectfully, I'd rather beat your dick with both my hands than work with Mole Turncloak.
Oh, really? And why is that?
2 reasons. 1, Mole. 2, Turncloak. That and he stabbed his last partner in the back.
Those were his orders, you know.
And is that supposed to make me feel better?
Detective, I could always assign you to janitorial. We have Spicy Meatloaf Monday coming next week.
Well, turncoat it is.
That's Turncloak to you! Where's that damn hemorrhoid cream?
Hey, you mind if I bum one off you? So you were on the soup goblin case, the first one.
I was.
Is he really as frightening as people claim?
Review her.
Not much, but people aren't too keen to broach the subject.
Can't say I blame him.
So who was he?
His name was Matthew. Matthew Soriano.
Jesus, is that really him?
Are you surprised?
He just looks so normal.
People always thought he must have been deformed. I mean, a name like the Soup Goblin, why wouldn't they? But when I finally tracked him down, that's what struck me. Take away all the theatrics, all the hysteria, all the havoc. He was still just a man.
And these are all the people he's killed.
That's right. All 12 of them. Just shy of a baker's dozen.
I count 13 here.
We managed to track him down just moments before he could claim his final victim, Bob the Builder. The dosage of soup was just small enough that we were able to get him the medical attention he needed in time. Lucky guy. He's the only one who ever survived an encounter with the Soup Goblin.
If anyone could fix it, it would be him.
When the soup goblin was arrested, the judge sentenced him to death by lethal convection. I thought it was a joke at first, but sure enough, 2 days later, he cooked.
You were there when it happened?
I was. Well done.
Jesus.
We all thought that was the end of it, but we'd spent so long focusing on the man with the spoon that we'd forgotten about the pot he was stirring. It was only a matter of time before someone new took on the apron.
So the soup goblin. He killed his victims with soup?
He called it the soup of ambrosia. By appearance alone, it looks harmless, but just a spoonful, and you'll be dead within a minute.
How?
And that's the real mystery, isn't it? We tested the ambrosia soup against every known toxin, poison, or hazardous substance, you name it. Every tox screen came back negative. And that's the most pervasively insidious thing about the ambrosia soup. It's not just deadly, it's invisible. And now it's out there in the open. You do your job, keep your nose clean, head to the grindstone. We'll make sure the soup stops here, got it?
Got it.
Good. What have we got?
Victim's name is Francisco Francardo, electrical engineer at the Boeing Whistleblower Management Department. An official cause of death was ruled as a simultaneous heart attack, brain aneurysm, syphilis, rabies, and stage 10 super cancer.
All signature signs of the soup of ambrosia.
I'll drink to that.
Who found the body?
Resident repairman came for some scheduled maintenance. Guess he found more than just a broken pipe, huh?
He have a key?
Of course. To every room in the building. You thinking what I'm thinking?
No sign of forced entry.
He's waiting outside right now. Fair warning though. He's a bit strange.
Good morning, Samuel. You were the maintenance man at 4269 Clayton Avenue, correct?
Max, I'm a custodian, not a psychic.
Actually, it's Franklin. Detective Franklin. I was investigating the murder of Francisco Francardo, and I was hoping I could ask you a few questions.
You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
You were the one that reported the body, correct?
Positive.
And what were you doing entering Mr. Francardo's apartment?
I have to go paint windows.
Painting windows. Okay. And did you enter the apartment at any other point during the day?
I do love the early morning. Everything is so calm and quiet. And I can feel the animals waking up with me.
You were there earlier this morning? What were you doing there?
I sweep.
Sweeping. Do you know what time exactly you were in the apartment?
Best not to dwell on the past. Samuel looks forward, like a clock.
Very well. And did you see Mr. Francardo when you were sweeping? Did he look all right?
You can't color over that sunlight.
Good, good. And did you see anything or anyone suspicious at the apartment yesterday?
I will say that Samuel hasn't seen anything like that before.
And what was your relationship like with the victim? Were you close?
Most everyone makes fun of me. Samuel likes everybody, until they give him a reason not to.
Did he?
No, Max.
It's Franklin.
I just look at everything from a different angle, like a clock. My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
And this is relevant how?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tabanga.
Whales, I hope. Right? Right?
Not we can prove it.
Also, I have no clue what a tabanga is.
That's because science has no explanation.
Google tabanga.
Max,
Franklin.
all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for.
You mean I'll find the killer?
If anybody knows, it will be you.
I know what the hell you're talking about.
He talks to me. I listen. I can hear them whisper. Like a clock.
Are you okay, Samuel?
Watch your step around here, Max. I hope she finds them now. Like a clock.
Jerry Seinfeld? You can't top his performance in the movie, dude. You can't. What about this? Would you rather be attacked by a group of busy bees or horny hornets?
What distinguishes a busy bee from any other?
Well, the busy bee, he's locked in, he's motivated, but the horny hornet, he's distracted on behalf of the horniness.
That's a foolish question. A bee's primary objective is to obtain nectar and pollen. A busy bee would be more effective at that job, less likely to interact with the human. On the other hand, a horny hornet. Increased arousal would result in a more aggressive hornet. So, give me the busy bee, give the bee a raise, and I'll take that extra honeycomb to go. After you.
Okay. Jesus, it's a lot better in here without that twisted smile. Well, we got a couple soup stains on the floor. Rest of the living room's clear. Over here, that's where things get interesting. Yeah, we got the trail of soup leading from the front door to the back over here in the kitchen. But back there, yeah.
He drank the soup here.
Forcefully?
No, there'd be soup everywhere if there was a struggle. He drank it willingly.
But why?
Because he knew his killer. He didn't know what he was drinking until it was too late. Until the soup disagreed with him. He spit out as much as he could. Wide soup splatter all over the kitchen floor. Until he got here. The splatter is concentrated here. Tighter patterns. Dried blood. Victim likely dropped to the floor and hit his head on the counter after going into anaphylactic shock. The soup then breaks down all the organs like an acid, replacing them with soupified copies. Soup lungs, soup brain, soup heart. Until all that remains in the body is just soup. He didn't die here though. Tough bastard. He crawled as far as he could. Until he couldn't. Then they moved his body over here. Placed him on his throne of death. One last drop on the carpet as he expired. Check out that dining table, see if you can find anything.
Sure thing. Got something over here you want to see, Detective. Well, looks to me like there was a crime and someone lost their life.
Is this a game to you?
No, this is his game. We're all just playing in it. And he knows all the moves. And I also found this letter.
You've got some mail. Sorry you've died. Get well soon, XOXO. Samuel.
So you're telling me that Samuel picked up the letter from the floor and put it on the dining room table?
I guess so.
After he found the body?
Looks that way.
And he didn't think to tell you?
That wasn't one of his voice lines. Let's open it. God, what do they put in these letters? Monster, you'll pay for your vile deeds in hell. You are a green-livered liar, and I hope you choke on it. Love, RF.
It's got threats in it, and it mentions him choking. Even calls him green. This must be from the killer.
Or a scorned lover.
Or my ex-wife.
The mention of love, the passion.
And all the eyes are dotted with hearts. It reeks like it was from a Kohl's perfume sampling department. In addition, it also smells like women's multivitamins.
Bit of a draft in here, don't you think? Did you open a window?
No. Why?
I didn't think so.
Can I get you folks anything to eat or drink?
No. Thank you for inviting us, though, Mr. Marinara.
Oh, please. Call me Jar Jar.
You said Jar Jar Binks.
No, Jar Jar Marinara.
Of course, Jar Jar. Now, I understand you to be Mr. Francardo's neighbor.
Yes, sir.
If you may, I'd like to ask you to take us through what happened yesterday.
Well, I was working most of the day.
Where do you work?
Why don't you take a guess?
Fair enough.
I love your black bean chalupas.
So, when did you get back from work?
Around 3:30.
And did you see or hear anything strange when you got back?
No, I mean, I went back to my apartment.
What?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God.
What?
Oh, that crazy bitch.
Calm down, sir. Who are you talking about?
Ruth. Ruth Francardo was there.
Francisco's wife?
Oh God, no, I don't even think they ever dated. No, she's been obsessed with him ever since she saw him take the trash out one night.
Ruth Francardo. RF.
I saw her lurking around when I got back from my shift.
Did you tell Francisco about this?
No. No, I didn't.
When was the last time you saw Francisco?
Maybe a week ago. We had a couple beers. He showed me this new Lego set that he got.
Any other of his hobbies that you know
of? No. Why?
Did you talk often?
I mean, we talked every once in a while.
He clearly felt comfortable enough to tell you that Ruth was stalking him.
I mean, he was a really friendly guy. Look, it's been really tough. You know, I mean, I still don't think I've fully grasped everything. I mean, he was right there, just a few inches of drywall between me and him. And I couldn't do anything to save him.
I know the feeling.
I got a hit! Ruth Francardo. She's been living in an abandoned garage for the past 2 years. Prior convictions include stealing a zebra cake from a local Greyhound station, crossing a busy intersection without moving both ways, diving into the shallow lane of a YMCA pool. Despicable. I'll send you the address.
You're not coming?
I think I might have a lead of my own. I'll tell you about it when you're done with whatever you're doing over there.
Good luck.
Well, good luck to you.
Miss Francardo?
That's me. Are you here for my Vogue interview?
I'm investigating the murder of Francisco Francardo, and I would like to ask you some questions.
The murder of who?
Francisco Francardo.
Oh, you silly goose. He wouldn't die without telling me first.
Ma'am, I understand this is a distressing time for you, but we found suspicious letters from you to Francardo in his apartment. Can I ask what your relationship to Francardo was?
Oh my, that's a bit forward.
Can I also ask when you saw him last?
Oh my.
Ma'am, I need you to focus.
No. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it my way.
Your way?
Yep. Now come back and try again.
Hey, Ruth.
Hi.
I am so excited to be here at your beautiful park. No. Stop. This is crazy. I'm not doing this. A man is dead and you're just...
You just need to commit. If you don't want to do this, that's fine. You can walk away and we can end this. But if we're doing it my way.
Fine. Hey, Ruth.
Hi.
I am so excited to be here at your beautiful apartment, asking you 24 questions. Are you serious?
Of course. Come on in.
Thank you. So, tell me, Ruth, you have a wonderful place here. Can you perhaps tell me what you did this morning?
Well, I started my day with a lovely glass of raw milk, and then I went for a sail on the river.
And what do you have planned for the rest of your evening?
I'm just gonna have a nice little intimate brunch with the girls.
Okay. If you could spend a day with anyone on Earth, who?
The Pope.
And what is your relationship like with Mr. Francisco Francardo?
Well, of course, we're engaged to be married. He just doesn't know it yet.
Lucky man. If you could master any one skill in the world, what would it be?
Reading and writing.
Ah, ambitious. And what is your dream job?
A spy.
A nightmare job?
Anything involving heights? I saw the maintenance man on his ladder outside yesterday. I was so nervous I could barely finish my pigeon eggs.
Okay. Why don't you and Francisco live together here?
Well, the judge said I'm not allowed within 200 feet of the man since the Toys R Us incident.
Unsurprising. Favorite toy?
People's feelings. Can I offer you a nice glass of clam juice?
I think I'll pass. What is your favorite thing about Francisco?
Well, he has this beautiful Hope Emerald. I really hope I get it when he proposes to me.
Interesting. And what's your least favorite thing?
He's gay.
Okay, what is your favorite room in this apartment?
Probably this greenhouse right here. Doesn't it smell divine?
Absolutely. Which flower is your favorite?
Probably this one right here. You should have it.
You should keep it. What makes you think your fiancé is gay?
Well, his hand is bigger than his face. And also I saw a fuckboy leave his apartment yesterday.
How did you know he was his fuckboy?
He was absolutely covered in cheese crumbs.
And how did you feel after that?
Well, like I had to write a really strongly worded letter.
Understandable. Do you write letters often?
No, yesterday was actually my first time writing.
It certainly shows. Have you ever played a sport?
Does Uno count?
Have you ever played Uno?
No. Why?
Never mind. You said you wanted to be a spy. Have you spied anything interesting lately?
Well, yesterday I overheard a man talking to Francardo in his apartment. Filthy cheater.
Talking about what?
Utilities or something really sexy like that?
If you could vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Tuscany.
Have you ever thought about killing Francisco Francardo?
God, no. I might hate him for being gay, but if he's dead, how will we have our 8 children? Why do you ask?
So you really think that she is our killer? Franklin? 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 I'm coming up, Franklin. Almost there, Franklin. Franklin? Franklin?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't fit the profile of the killer.
And what would this profile be?
Having a brain. What about you? Your lead pan out?
Oh, you're gonna love this. I got an ID of the killer.
You serious? Where'd you get this?
Well, you know how we couldn't get any eyewitness descriptions. We took so much time, didn't pan out. I went to the local fortune teller, and that's what I got. You like it, don't you? You really like it. You like it a lot?
Yeah,
You like it. He likes it.
we've got work to do.
Oh!
think we should take a break.
I'm gonna grab a bite. You want anything?
I'm good.
You know, I hear they're canceling the potluck next week.
Well, I wasn't planning on going anyway.
All this talk about the soup goblin. No one wants to risk it. To them, this isn't the copycat killer. They think he's back.
Do you really believe that?
Do you?
Soriano's dead. This is just the work of some asshole that watched one too many episodes of Dateline.
Some asshole that also just happens to have the soup goblin's secret recipe.
I don't know, Mole. It's been a year. Soriano's become a legend. And legend spawns imitation.
What is this?
Put it down!
What is it?
Put it down! You'll break
It
it!
already seems broken to me.
Put it down!
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, that's for another case I'm working on.
So Chief's got you doubled up, huh?
No. My best friend was murdered 2 years ago. That there is something I made to catch his killer.
And did you?
I did. And then she slipped through my fingers.
I'm sure you'll find them. If anyone could, it would be you.
You know what? I'll take you up on that coffee. Black, please.
You got it.
What the hell are you doing?
I was winking. But now I can see that you wouldn't be able to tell with the glasses. Yeah.
Detective. 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 How have you been sleeping?
Fine.
Just fine?
Yeah, like a rock.
No. Rocks certainly do lie still. They are, however, incapable of sleeping.
Yeah, they can also be a pain in the ass. Sounds like someone else I know.
Have you been putting many rocks up your ass?
At least 5 a day.
Might explain the lack of sleep.
Look, I've had a lot on my plate recently.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't want to get into it really.
It's okay. How about hobbies? Anything that helps you unwind, relieve stress?
Well, I used to rock climb a lot.
Really? What did you like about it?
I never really had a fear of heights.
Why is that?
Climbing's pretty much do or die. Failure's not really an option. You either make it to the top or you crash and burn at the bottom.
Fight or flight?
What?
It's your fight or flight response. You prefer to handle stressful situations head on.
Well, if I couldn't, I'd be shit at my job.
Why did you stop climbing?
Shoulder got shot 9 months ago. Shit's flimsier than a wet paper towel.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You should see the other guy.
Well, how's work been?
Work is work. A new case came in this morning.
Should I ask, or should I just read about it in the news?
Why do you think that?
You tend to take on pretty high-profile cases, Detective.
Hey, I take the cases that I get.
Or you get the cases that you take.
You think I like what I'm doing?
You tell me.
Someone's got to do the job. I was always really good at handling stressful situations. All the markings of a
Surgeon?
I was gonna say varsity athlete.
You were going to be a surgeon, though.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I am. You passed your surgery rotations with flying colors. I could probably pull up dozens of letters of recommendation from some of the finest doctors and surgeons that you worked for.
And?
And medical schools don't tend to yield homicide detectives.
And what's your point?
Well, you dropped out of medical school around the time of Raj's death, correct?
I did it the very next day.
A bit of a drastic decision, don't you think?
I think it was the right move for me.
Franklin, do you feel at all responsible for what happened to Raj?
Hey, you need anything? I'm gonna go to Walmart and get some groceries.
He was my best friend. Of course I'd feel responsible for what happened to him.
Yes, but do you feel responsible for his death?
Yeah, could you get some Doritos? We actually just ran out. Thanks.
Franklin, do you feel responsible?
Franklin. I'm glad you're here.
All right, Franklin, what's your strategy for the wall this year?
Climb the top, fast as I can. Don't look back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got something you might want to see, Detective.
No shit. Looks like our victim had a roommate with some killer instincts. Well, well, well. Oliver. It was a clever idea not paying pet rent to keep your existence a secret. But everything leaves a trace. And in your case, Ollie, you shed quite a bit of it. You laid low at Frank Carr's apartment for over a year, hiding just underneath our noses.
He gave you food.
He gave you shelter.
But that wasn't good enough for you, was it?
You wanted more, so you killed him.
You could play hard to get all you want, but rest assured, you will talk.
Detective, we're getting flooded with lawsuits. What did you do to that cat?
All I can say, sir, is things got out of pause. Do you know what colgate means in Spanish? It means to hang yourself. And by the end of this, you're gonna wish that you had.
I've done Satan's bidding!
We'll talk.
Where do you think you're going, bud?
This isn't over. We're gonna put your paws behind bars.
When we catch you, the consequences will be catastrophic.
You're gonna be in a mountain of trouble.
Detective, you release that cute cat right this instant.
Chief, it's nothing personal, but he needs to be incarcerated before he causes any more damage.
You forgot to read its Miranda rights.
You gotta be kidding me, Chief.
I am not kidding you, Detective.
Now you let that cat out of the bag this instant!
Franklin, should we just let the cat walk?
No. Keep sweating him. That cat knows something. I'm sure of it.
Seems like this case isn't as open and shut as we once thought.
Yeah, it's a puzzling pickle.
A challenging chicken.
A tricky tomato.
All this talk about food is making me hungry. I'd really love to have the ability to shoot electricity at food and warm it up.
Come on, Mole. Focus. There are innocent lives at stake.
No. That would be such a cool power, wouldn't it? I mean, being able to shoot electricity at any food that I wanted. I wouldn't even be fighting crime. God, you know what else? I could go for a Taco Bell Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supreme at only $5.49 for a limited time only.
Wait. What did you say?
I said a Taco Bell Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supreme at only $5.49. It sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Are we sure he's even here? He could be out running errands.
Like hell he is. I know you're in there, Jar Jar. I drove a golf cart through a country club last week. Don't think I won't drive my Nissan Al-Gaib through your fucking front door.
I'm telling you, man, he's not home.
Shut up. This is Detective Franklin.
Why, hello, my favorite detective.
Miss Francardo? I'm sorry, I'm indisposed at the moment.
Oh, but I simply must talk to you. I was chatting with the girls upstairs, and I remembered something simply delicious that you must hear.
What is it?
Oh, you silly goose, not on the phone. You never know what kind of disgusting homosexuals could be listening. What with their agendas and such. Detective? Detective, are you still there?
Let's split up. I'll take the stairs, you take the other elevator.
Well, shit. That was a long fall.
What a lovely park.
Did you really think you could escape justice, Jar Jar?
Where am I?
You were behind on your bills. Your Taco Bell gig was barely keeping you afloat. You needed money fast.
Then you saw Francisco last week.
No way he just showed you a half-finished Lego set when right next to it was his prized emerald collection, topped off with the famous Hope Emerald.
Well, he has this beautiful Hope Emerald. I really hope I get it when he proposes to me.
And just like that, you were in. In for a penny, in for a pound.
But please, 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 please.
After Ruth left, you went to his apartment. You poisoned him with the ambrosia soup. And with Francardo out of the way, there was no stopping you from getting away with the perfect murder. Except for one little snag.
And also I saw a fuckboy leave his apartment yesterday.
Ruth came back. She identified you leaving Francardo's apartment.
He was absolutely covered in cheese crumbs.
No doubt from making Cheez-It Crunch Wrap Supremes at Taco Bell all day.
Okay, all right. I admit it. I stole the Hope Emerald, but I did not kill Francisco. I swear. You gotta believe me.
You're a liar.
After I put away my stuff, I knocked on his door. I didn't get an answer, and noticed his door was open. So I walked in. And he was there. He was there in that chair. He had that awful smile. Oh God, the smile. And I saw the emerald. I didn't think anyone would know it was missing.
You're full of shit, you know that. You think this little sob story is gonna work? You really expect me to believe that you just found his body there and the first thing you thought was to just rob him?
Please, you gotta believe me. I didn't cook any soup. I didn't kill him. I was desperate, all right? I admit it. I was desperate, and I saw a chance to pay my debts. But I would never kill him. I would never kill him. I liked him, okay? He was a good neighbor. He was my friend.
Bullshit! A real friend wouldn't have stolen from him. A real friend would have been there for him through thick and thin no matter what. A real friend would have stopped this from ever happening. I would have stopped this. But now the truth is out, and I'm more than happy to carry out your sentence.
What? No, wait, no, you can't do this. Please, no.
God damn it! What?
Where are you?
I've got Jar Jar in custody. Where the hell are you?
We have a problem.
But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade.
Is that a new movie coming out?
I wish.